Dwane, it looked like they got to you in the second half, particularly from the defensive end. The defense let down.
Third quarter, we had some breakdowns, overhelp. Again, with a great player like James, you can't give him both, where he's got the assist and the scoring. He's got to do one or the other, and then we kind of fell into the rhythm of giving him both. I thought it was a great game, great battle. We got to learn from things that we can do, cannot do. I thought first half we played the way we wanted to play. Made shots, played with force, and I thought the second half they dictated the tempo, they dictated the style of play, and we didn't adjust to it.
What's a key to wrestling the tempo back and getting things back in your favor?
The defensive end. Anytime a team shoots 60%, we shot 54, but they shot 60. So it was an offensive game, but we got to get a little bit more defense in the game, more physicality in the game.
You're not down from this loss, are you?
No, do I look down? No, we got to learn from it. Again, it's one game. Learn from it. It was an offensive game, but again, defensive situations where you have to be disciplined and understand what they're trying to do to you. And again, a lot of that is experience. I thought Yak and Pascal did an excellent job, but there are certain situations where they've got to read and understand what the other team is trying to do to them. But I thought their energy, their toughness, I thought was there.
Can you take us through at the end, DeMar, that two, you guys were down by 3 with no timeouts?
Well, again, we was looking for a 3. We was looking for a 3, but again, he took what the defense gave him. They took away the three-point shot. But he took what the defense gave him. We were going to continue the foul game, the trap game, and try to get a turnover. But he fell into the 2-point shot, and again, we were looking for a 3-point shot in that situation.
Fred obviously responded. What did you make of his game overall?
Well, he did a good job. I thought he ran out of gas a little bit second half, but he's such an important part of what we're trying to do. I thought he had an excellent game in the first half. Had some great looks. We had a lot of great looks in the second half. Some threes that if you make that 3, you kind of break the tide a little bit, and those things are the shots that we got to knock down in those situations. I thought Serge had some great looks.
Dwane, you said last night after the game you guys need to get your mental edge back. Is this an example of that tonight?
I thought we had a mental. I thought it was a great game. It was nothing to do with us feeling like, oh, can we not beat? No, shot here, shot there is what it come down to. Hopefully our guys understand that, hey, we're right there. It's not a mental edge or anything else. It's a shot here, mainly a stop here, a stop there in a lot of their situations.
In the fourth quarter, it was Puerto playing most of the minutes rather than JV, and I think JV was probably 6 of 6 with maybe 8 rebounds or so. And in the third quarter, what went into your thinking with using Jacob instead of?
Well, his mobility, I thought, what did Pirtle have? He had what he have in the second half. He had, 16, 17?
Yes, sir.
So I thought he did an excellent job of rolling, finishing, finding people. I thought defensively he did a good job of protecting the paint, going vertical. So I liked what he was giving us, especially his defense against Love.
Yes, sir.
The 10 games in 16 days, you got a day off tomorrow. The schedule spaces out a little bit from here. How much do you anticipate that?
Josh, that's going to help us. Again, that's no excuse. They played an excellent game. I think that's one of the best games I've seen Cleveland play. Getting Kevin Love back. Again, they're still a familiar, a tough team, a tough out. And again, rest is got to be our friend. And get CJ back. That experience that he brings to the table is going to be huge. Hopefully he's back and ready to go for Friday. But again, we got to take these games and learn from them. And again, learn from the situations where we have to be disciplined. Again, it's not a huge thing. I'm not saying it's things situations where we are that we got to learn from and be disciplined and not maybe take this step and overhelp here, because a team like that and a passer like James will make you pay.
Early in the game.
To that point about learning from each game, I haven't seen it so many times with LeBron over the years. When he gets rolling like that, what is the answer?
Well, again, I don't think as Jakob Poeltl played against him that much, and Siakam, this is their first time seeing it. The answer is you can't give him both, Nick. You can't give him 17 assists and also give him 35 points. You're not going to stop everything, especially with a great player like him. We understand what the game plan was, and we got to make sure we don't give him both.
Dwane, on that last possession, you didn't have a timeout. Is that a byproduct of the rule change? Do you think you would have had a timeout?
With 20s, that helps, but again, that's not an excuse. I mean, we tried to, if we had one more time, I had that 20, we could have advanced it and would have been a plus. But, the rules are what they are.
How has that maybe altered those final couple minutes for you this season in general?
Well, you're trying to. That's why you see, I think, so many comebacks because you're afraid to burn that timeout or afraid to break the. So you hold on to the end and then you have to burn it. And then all at once you're out at the end. I see so many games where down the stretch teams are out of timeouts because you do have to stop a run, so to speak. And so you damn if you do and damn if you don't if you burn them.
Well, what stood out? The 79 first half points, all those assists. What in that first half? What stood out to you? In that
it was going to be an offensive game. I mean, we're preaching defense. We could have got a couple of stops, but we knew in a game like tonight we're going to have to score. It was a scoring game. We shot 54% and 44% from the three, and they shot 60%. The problem was they got 62% from the three. So. It was an offensive game, and I said it before the game. After the first quarter, the team that played defense first was going to win the game, and they got some big stops on us, some blocks, and we missed some great looks that we normally would make.